All right, here we are in merry-go-round, down at the bottom of the map. Even though with this camera angle, it looks like the left-hand side of the map. It's not, it's the bottom of the map. This is ForGG.
Still a part of that Team Millennium, and it has been announced he will be participating in the European WCS.
Pretty awesome to hear.
Good news for him.
Indeed.
His opponent, the blue Protoss from Team My Insanity, up in the top right-hand side, it's Stardust.
All right, so we didn't really do predictions here in Control. Who do you actually think is going to win this? This is actually, it feels like a pretty hard one.
I absolutely agree with you. I think it's very close. I don't know if it's some kind of bias or something like that, but I do feel like we've seen better and stronger results from Stardust in recent history. So, yeah, in my opinion, on paper, he's the better here. And honestly, I really just haven't seen much from ForGG in a long time. And I know we've been saying that a lot, but it's true. I really haven't seen anything from him.
Yeah. I mean, he obviously did well enough at a DreamHack this year to get here. I believe it was Stockholm, right? He made the top 4 at, if I recall correctly.
He's always been great, but yeah, that's what's interesting about DreamHack winners. It's a long year. Some of these guys get really good. They choose that moment to peak. And then later in the year, it's not that they fall off, it's just that other people have chosen that moment to peak even harder.
Yeah.
And this is Proxy Oracle. Almost every time.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. It's actually a nice build in PvT, as you said.
Yeah.
An Oracle is a pretty useful unit.
Oh my god, this Reaper actually...
Yeah, I think he's going to find it.
Is he just going to slam right past it? So you know who I blame for this?
Who?
I blame Stardust. Because he put this pylon in a spot where if you do scout mid-left, which is what you would do, you'll run into this every single time with this Reaper. So it's just not a good spot for that.
And look at how based Stardust is right now. He's like, well, I don't really care.
You say based, but I mean, I agree. And this Stalker, yeah, a second probe has to come out because that pylon will not, it won't stand. This pylon will not stand.
He's not going to get the Oracle out off of that pylon. I'm actually confused that he started the Star game. Like, I see the probes coming, like a probe coming down the map. I don't think that works either. Like,
yeah, what happens is this pylon dies. He makes a second one, probably loses that probe as well. Stalker chases off the Reaper,
and then he gets an Oracle.
And then Oracle comes out delayed.
Guess what's going to happen? He's going to have. It would have been funny if he chrono that before too. He's going to actually have defense up because, I mean, when the Reaper's already there and you start the Stargate, there's going to be an Oracle. This is not a fake. There is going to be an Oracle coming out of here.
No, and even when it's scouted, it's bad enough. I feel like that's a scenario where the Stargate's going to have a tough time producing results. But now with the first pylon dying, a second one, now we're kind of compounding on that problem. And here, this is the caster curse. I tell you, he never does this kind of stuff, and then the next game is like, well, you're an idiot.
That is the life of a caster in Control. It's a hard one.
Do you know something about that, I suppose? Marines making their way out here, but this is a land of Stalkers. He now sees there's no natural. He sees a Stalker even in the main. He's got enough info, I feel like, to know that he's about to get all in, but look at how brazen he is. There is an Oracle out here, and this is where it could get some damage in.
Well, he's going to force a cancel here. This is like the most obvious thing I've ever seen. I feel like bunkers should just start being mid.
Yes.
Like, if he leaves a turret in his main mirror line and makes, I don't know, 3 bunkers at his natural, the game ends, right?
There's 2 Oracles out. He's going to try to shoot the pylon, but of course can't finish that. These Marines die for free. They die for free.
Yeah, they literally killed nothing. They took some shields and energy away. Like, I'm surprised he did that. Why?
Yeah. Like the initial push out where he sees a Stalker both at home from the Reaper and outside his natural, that's intel enough. He's a good enough player to be like, I'm getting all in. Then he sees the pylon and runs past that as well. I don't know. Well, I guess he's trying to buy time, maybe. That's the only excuse I can make for him.
Come on.
I don't know. Well, what else is he doing?
No, I'm with you there. It's like very, very weird that he did that. But what if he had 8 more Marines here? I feel like he actually wouldn't even have to lift.
No.
Like, he could have made the bunkers at the natural and been mining. But here, like, Stardust has, you know, despite his all-in being scouted in a super late Nexus, he's going to be basically fine because he's going to contain for so long.
And 2 Oracles can actually tank a little bit of damage off the missile turret because the kill has to be so fast that yeah, go ahead and get off 3 volleys into the Oracle, but in that time I've killed 5 or 6 SCVs. So look for that as an ongoing story, but the little shiny glimmer of hope that I have for ForGG in this opening is that he still does have that Reaper. He gets down the ramp, the Sentry actually isn't paying attention, and he's going to get at least the Sentry of the Mothership Core, and these Stalkers are cornered. This game just flipped on its head all of a sudden.
Look at this. Like, those Stalkers are not going to get out of here. These are combat shield Space Marines, as you would call them, in control.
And the Oracle's going to do what they can, but they have to actually avoid the main bulk of those Marines. The 2 Stalkers will get hunted down. GG is called out in Stardust. Okay, listen.
Yes.
We were